Looks like we got a new best link leveling stage. How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are talking about the most recent stages to come to global Dokkan in the quest mode and what it means for our link leveling process. After all, I know every one of you is on that Dokkan grind, trying to get those links up, get your characters maxed out so you can take on some of these hard events with your max links characters. So we're going to talk about the new events and how they relate to the previous quest mode stages in terms of link level rate and which one I think is the best out of all of them. So let's go ahead and let's start. Let's review what was the previous one, right? So the last set of stages, right, area 34, actually had a couple good stages, right? You had 34-4 and 34-7 and 34-8, and each one was dependent on what you needed, right? 34-4 was good if you needed blue orbs, 34-8 was good if you needed green orbs, and 34-7 was great for boosted runs, right? 34-4 had a couple fights in it. 34-8 had a couple fights in it, right? Each one had about the same amount of fights, but 34-7 had an increased rate of 2.93, right? So every other stage was at the usual 1.08, which is already kind of high for a link level stage, right? But stage 7 had 2.93, but there was only one fight. So I had always recommended that for people to use their boost on that fight, right? Because now you have a almost 6% chance for a level up if you use your boost. So it's definitely worth it to do that, even if it is only the singular fight. Now, things are changing a little bit, right? When we get into the new stage, and there will be more new stages to come, so we'll do another new stage update when we get like the Frieza set of stages. But for now, we have a whole bunch of stages that all have the same link level rate, right? 1.08, 1.08, 1.08, right? 1.08. They're all the same, right? What differs here is the amount of fights. So far, the Golden One Chaozu seem to be the one with the most amount of fights that is the quickest to clear, right? We compare the Golden One Chaozu stage to, 34-4, for example. So 35-1 to 34-4. 34-4 was actually, kind of, I don't want to say difficult, but right, like it was harder to take down the enemies because you had multiple enemies, plus right, the bosses were kind of tanky. Not the case in 35-1, right? You have one singular Frieza soldier in each one, can very easily be taken down by a normal, by even characters who are off lead, and the final fight against Goldo is significantly less tanky than previous bosses like Dodoria, like Zarbon, Cooler, or Tien and Chaozu. Tien and Chaozu, honestly, like as good as that stage was, right, slowed down a lot of speed when it came to link level rates because they were actually kind of tanky and you had to fight them first, right, in that previous stage. But this isn't the case with here. Goldo is the last fight, which means that the whole thing goes pretty quickly. Speed is imperative when it comes to link leveling, right? Because on a full stamina bar, the quicker you get the fight done, the quicker you get back into it, which means the quicker you can increase your link level rate. So definitely recommend this stage. So I do always, right, like to run this. Whenever we do this, we always do a run just to kind of show you that, like, hey, we're not making this up. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to switch into game here. As you guys can see on your screen, we're going to pull up the 35 stage and we're going to go 35-1. So you can see, right, depending on what you need is where you want to go. You can go 35-3 if you need multiple drops of blue orbs and green orbs. But if we're just after the blue orbs, right, 35-1 will handle it the most. In our previous stages, right, it was a lot of the same thing. 34-8 if you needed green orbs, and then 34-4 if you needed blue orbs. So let's go on over to 35-1. All right, we're going to do one run with our link level team. This is the current team that I'm link leveling. Most of these guys are on their way to an easy A or a super easy A here soon, plus Katsu Precious here. So let's hop on in here. Let's see how we do. We got us on auto here, so let's see if we can actually pick up a link in this, just to kind of show that the level rate is significantly higher than some of the others. Well, okay, I shouldn't say higher, but more chances to proc. All right, so you see that tech cell is off lead here, right? And he is actually able to take down, right, the Frieza soldier. And that's what I'm talking about. And look at that, right? We got 2 links here, and now we get to move on to the next one. So, again, that is the thing. It's easy. The Frieza soldiers go down quick, and we don't have to worry too much there. So, we are able to get... if I was going to run this again, right, I would be able to do it much quicker than some of the other stages. Like 34-4, as good as it was, was kind of slow, especially compared to this stage. Okay, no links on that one. All right, so we got another one. So here we go. We got, all right, 4 fights, which is pretty standard for some of these link level stage. I don't think any of them. There might be one that has 5. But 4 fights here. It does look like it's working pretty good. Alright, there we go. Margarita takes him down. Perfect. Okay, so no link level here, so time to take down the boss. Alright, so hopefully... Yeah, Saiyaman 2's on lead. If he crits, he should be able to take him. So Guldo he's about as tanky as Zarbon was, but I mean still you should be able to take him down. Alright, so close. So Kato Pressure is gonna have to finish him off, which is fine. So it's not nearly as bad as like Cooler and Tien and Chaozu were comparatively. But your units may not kill him, but he goes down within 1 or 2 hits. Okay, so we did only get 2 link orbs here, or link levels here, which, I mean, honestly, for a run, that's pretty darn good, right, comparatively. That's definitely, if we were to hop back in, we might see another 1 or 2 links up the next one, and that's pretty standard for link leveling. So knowing that this is quicker than most of the other stages really is encouraging, because it just means I can get back in and get that next link level faster, right? I still think, right, so I'll just go ahead and show you guys since we're here. I still think 34-7 is the best to use if you have a boosted run, because if you guys check here, this is, right? If you have a boosted run, the single run against Zarbon with that 2.9, right, with that 2.9 link level rate, like, we have a pretty good chance of somebody on here proccing a level up, especially if if I had any boost to use right now. There would be a pretty good chance that we would proc a link level here due to the near 3% chance of pulling one. Alright, no link level there. So, unfortunately, bad RNG today on the link level showcase, but we do still get to have a... We still saw what we needed to saw with 35-1, which is that it is the best stage currently for link leveling on Global Dokkan. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what stage are you using for your link levels, right? A lot of people tend to have their set stages, but I'm curious, is anybody going to update their stage and start running 35-1? Or are you going to stick to some of the areas in 34? I mean, the overall rate doesn't change, just the speed at which you can complete does. But let us know your thoughts in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.